Get ready because the golden dollar you might have ignored for years could be hiding a surprising story of value, history, and collector demand. Billions were struck, most were spent, many were forgotten in drawers and piggy banks, but a select few have become highly sought after in today's numismatic market. In this episode of the Coins Numismatic Series, we uncover the rarity, the errors, the condition secrets, and the real market prices behind a modern coin that continues to spark curiosity among collectors across the country. 2001 D Sacagawea $1 Coin. The 2001 D Sacagawea $1 coin represents the second full year of circulation for the Golden Dollar series introduced in 2000. Created to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar, the Sacagawea dollar was designed to encourage public use of a lightweight, durable, and visually distinct $1 coin. Struck by the United States Mint, the 2001 D issue was produced at the Denver Mint in Denver and carries the familiar D Mint mark beneath the date. The obverse features Sacagawea, the young Shoshone woman who played a crucial role in the Lewis and Clark expedition. The portrait was sculpted by Glenna Goodacker and shows Sacagawea carrying her infant son Jean-Baptiste on her back. The design radiates strength and calm determination, symbolizing courage and exploration. Above her head are 17 stars, representing the number of states in the Union at the time of the expedition. The inscriptions "Liberty" and "I in God We Trust" appear prominently, with the date 2001 positioned to the right. The reverse of the 2001 D Sacagawea dollar features a soaring eagle surrounded by 17 stars, designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr. The eagle symbolizes freedom and national strength, while United States of America and $1 encircle the outer rim. The edge of the coin is smooth, unlike later presidential dollars which would feature edge lettering. The coin's golden color is often mistaken for gold, but it is not a precious metal coin. Instead, it is composed of a manganese brass-clad outer layer bonded to a pure copper core. The outer composition includes copper, zinc, manganese, and nickel, giving the coin its distinctive golden hue while maintaining durability for circulation. In 2001, the Denver Mint struck approximately 70.9 million Sacagawea dollars. Compared to the massive mintages of pennies or quarters, this number may seem moderate. However, for a coin that saw limited public acceptance and minimal everyday use, it created an interesting dynamic. Many coins were produced, but not heavily circulated. Instead, large quantities were stored in vaults or distributed primarily to collectors. In circulated condition, a typical 2001 D Sacagawea dollar is generally worth face value. Because the coin was not widely embraced in daily commerce, most examples encountered today show minimal wear. However, value begins to rise significantly in higher mint state grades. Coins graded MS65 or MS66 are common and typically sell for modest premiums, often between $5 and $15 depending on eye appeal. But the true excitement lies in superb gem examples. At the MS67 level, prices can rise to $100 or more. In rare instances, coins graded MS68 have sold for several $100s, as population reports show very limited numbers surviving in such pristine condition. Strike quality is an important consideration for the 2001 D. Because of high-speed production, some coins display minor weakness in the hair detail above Sacagawea's ear or softness in the eagle's breast feathers. Collectors seek sharply struck examples with full luster and clean, mark-free surfaces. Surface preservation is critical. The manganese brass alloy is prone to contact marks and spotting. Even minor abrasions can significantly reduce a coin's grade. High-grade survivors must display smooth, glowing surfaces with minimal bag marks. Now we move into the realm of mint errors and varieties, where the 2001 D Sacagawea dollar becomes far more intriguing. One of the most famous varieties in the Sacagawea series is the so-called Cheerios dollar, a special 2000 issue distributed in cereal boxes. While that variety does not apply to 2001 D coins, it increased overall interest in the series and encouraged collectors to examine later dates more closely. For the 2001 D specifically, known errors include off-center strikes, broad strikes, and planchet defects. Off-center examples can command anywhere from $50 to several $100, depending on the severity and whether the date remains fully visible. Broad strikes, which occur when the retaining collar fails during striking, produce coins with slightly expanded diameters and missing edge definition. Lamination errors occasionally appear due to bonding imperfections in the clad layers. These can create peeling or split metal surfaces that add both visual drama and collectible appeal. Another intriguing category includes rotated dies. In these cases, the reverse design is misaligned relative to the obverse. Significant rotations are uncommon and can attract premiums depending on the degree of misalignment. Collectors also examine die cracks and die breaks. While minor die cracks are relatively common, dramatic retained cuts or major die breaks are scarcer and command stronger premiums. Market interest in the 2001 Sacagawea dollar is driven by several factors. First, it represents an early year in a modern series that marked a significant shift in U.S. dollar coinage. Second, it carries a culturally meaningful portrait of a Native American historical figure, bringing representation to American coin design in a new way. Third, high-grade condition rarity continues to push prices upward for top-tier, certified examples. Registry collectors actively compete for the finest known examples. Because modern coins are often assumed to be easy to obtain in perfect condition, many collectors are surprised to learn how difficult it is to find a flawless 2001 free of contact marks. That scarcity at the highest levels drives auction competition. Another layer of value consideration involves satin finish or special strike coins. While most 2001 dollars were business strikes, some specially prepared pieces intended for collector sets show enhanced finishes and stronger detail. These coins often carry modest premiums compared to standard circulation strikes. Historical context also plays a role. The early 2000s were a period of experimentation for the mint, which sought to revitalize interest in dollar coins. Although the Sacagawea dollar did not achieve widespread public adoption, it paved the way for the Presidential Dollar Series introduced in 2007 and the ongoing Native American Dollar Series that continues to this day. In that sense, the 2001 is part of a transitional chapter in modern coinage. It reflects an era when the mint attempted to change spending habits and introduce new design narratives into American currency. From an investment perspective, the 2001 Sacagawea dollar remains affordable in most grades, making it accessible for beginners. However, elite examples graded MS68 or displaying dramatic mint errors can command prices far beyond face value. Roll searching can still yield high-grade examples, particularly from original bank-wrapped rolls stored carefully over the years. However, finding coins free from marks and discoloration becomes increasingly difficult as time passes. Collectors are also drawn to the coin's symbolism. Sacagawea's presence on the obverse represents exploration, resilience, and the vital contributions of Native Americans to U.S. history. That cultural significance enhances the coin's appeal beyond mere metal value. So what determines whether a 2001 Sacagawea dollar is rare or valuable? Condition is the primary factor. A worn example is worth $1. A clean mint state coin may be worth several dollars. A superb gem example graded among the finest known can exceed hundreds. Add a dramatic error or rare variety, and the value can climb even higher. Ultimately, the 2001 Sacagawea $1 coin teaches an important lesson in modern numismatics. Even coins produced in the tens of millions can become scarce in pristine condition. Even coins still technically spendable at face value can hold surprising premiums. And even modern issues carry deep historical and cultural narratives. The golden dollar that once seemed overlooked now stands as a symbol of design, innovation, and evolving collector interest. It reminds us that value is not always about age alone. Sometimes it is about preservation, precision, and perspective. And that is the heart of coin collecting. A modern coin, a historic story, a hidden opportunity waiting to be discovered.